Welcome to Tools, Tech, and Gear. I'm Seth. Loftek just sent over a solar pendant light, and I want to get this installed here on the porch of my workshop. So let's go ahead and open up this box and get to work hanging this solar light. Let's check out the box contents here of this light. So first of all, here is the light itself. Now you'll see that it has a 360 LED around the edges and then also shines straight down. Very cool. All right, here is the hanging hardware. It's got various bolts and screws, and it's also got a cable to hang down from. We'll be using that. A little instruction booklet. It has a remote control. Here is part of the solar panel mount. Has a very long cord. And then here is, I believe, a 3-watt solar panel. Definitely nice and small, as you can see right there. So those are the basic components of this light. To mount the solar panel, this light comes with all the hardware that you would need, but I prefer to use the Torx head screws. So I've just got one of those with a washer on the end, and that's going to go into the bracket here to help me hang this up. My porch has this piece right here that sticks way out. That's going to be an ideal place to hang the solar panel. So I'm going to go ahead and use my screws right here to go ahead and keep this panel in place. Now that I have the bracket installed up top here, I have to get the panel mounted to that. So this kit comes with some wing nuts, which will just simply slip down into the space between the panel, and then you can use the included bolts to go in there, and that'll allow you to screw this into place. I anticipate this to be just a little bit awkward here, but hopefully I'll be able to manage. Luckily the panel will spin all the way up, so I should be able to get behind here with this wing nut. It is a clever design to use the wing nut in the space behind the panel, because that is such a tight spot to be able to access. I may have to remember that next time I'm putting bolts onto a panel like this. Taking a closer look at the light itself, you can see it has several LEDs there on the bottom and then all along the side. And up here on the top is where you're going to be using a carabiner on a cable to get this thing hung from wherever you're going to be hanging it. Now there's a power button on top right here, and because there's no solar panel attached, the light's going to turn on when I push this on. So you can see that right there, and it's on down there as well. If I push this again, it's going to drop down to the next setting, then next again, and then off. So I'm going to go ahead and push this once to turn it on. Now as soon as the solar panel is connected, this will turn off and it will begin charging. But I want to make sure that I push that before I get off the ladder, or else it won't turn on. So let's go ahead and get this installed. So the hardware that you need, of course, is still included in the little bag, but I like to use the Torx screw. So in order to install this, it comes with this little barrel. The screw is going to go down into that, and you're going to screw that up into whatever surface you're hanging this from. And then there's threads in that barrel, and that's what the little cable is going to be threaded onto. So that's how we're going to hang this up here under my porch. You're basically pointing straight up in the sun, so if there's a glare, I'm sorry about that. So I've got my impact driver here, and I'm just going to put this little metal adapter right here. Here we go, nice and secure. And then I'm going to take this metal cable here, untangle it, and I can simply screw that into it. Now it's going to hang down too far right here, so let me see if I can adjust this any. Yes, so I'm able to push the cable through, and it kind of grips onto the back side. And so I can then take the extra cable out the edge of the hole, which I'll show you in just a moment. And let's see what we got here. I think maybe even just a bit more up because I actually use large material on this porch and don't want it to be hanging in the way. In case you couldn't see that through the sun, here's what I just finished up doing. So I hung that little barrel right there. I pulled out the extra cable, and now this hangs down here to the carabiner, and that's going to allow me to attach the light here. So let's do that next. Okay, quite easy and simple to do. And now I have all of the extra solar panel wire that's here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this attached. Now it's only going to attach in one direction, so it helps keep your polarity correct. Now I can turn that to keep the waterproof rating in there. And now, before I leave down here, I need to make sure I click that on one time. Now it did not turn on because it is currently charging with that solar panel. Taking a look here at the finished install, the 3-watt panel goes right there. The cord goes up under here. I've got the extra tied up right there. The cable comes down and attaches to the light, which is hanging right here. Now let's see if the wind were kicking it pretty hard. It'd have to really blow it good to hit the building over there. I'll keep an eye on that to see if it will. The remote control has an on and off and then 3 light settings. I'm going to go ahead and pull the battery tab out of here, and we will give this a test whenever it gets dark. I've waited for 10 o'clock so it's nice and dark out, and you can see here just how bright this light is. Certainly is able to shine here on my porch, so you can see you would definitely be able to walk up to this no problem and get some work done out here. Now on camera there is a slight flicker, but in person there is no flicker, so keep that in mind here. Now I've got the remote control right here in my hand. If I do the low setting, you can see there it goes to low, and I do not see a flicker in real life, even though it shows up here on the camera. There's the medium, and there's the high, and this also has the option for off, which is there, and then on. So yeah, the remote seems to work just fine. Let me step back here, I don't know, 20 feet or more. Well, this is probably about 30 feet now. And let's see here. Okay, that works just fine. So if you were driving up to your house and you wanted to turn on the light, let me back up another, I don't know, 10, 15 feet. All right, so that's at least 40 feet there. Yeah, no problem. So anyway, yeah, if you drive up and you have this remote in your car, you could easily turn that on and get up to the house. So I may keep this in the house and just pick it up whenever I need to go out here to the shop, and I'll probably also keep this on low most of the time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to learn more about the Loftek pendant light, then I have a link in the description down below to the Amazon page, so you can click on that and see the current price and all that good stuff. I'm Seth with Tools, Tech, and Gear, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.